And I understand, like, women, still mess with broke dudes because, he's delivering that demon dong, because let's be real, that's the only reason a woman would mess with a broke dude is because he dropping that D off, you know what I'm saying? But it's all fun and games until you get pregnant. And then now you got a broke baby daddy. What's going on, y'all? So I was having this conversation about polygamy and hypergamy and how that is a dangerous combination for our society, because then you have the top men holding up all the women, and then on the bottom end you have a large group of men getting cast aside to where there's pretty much no women for them, and they are going to die alone. And the dude I was talking to was like, man, forget those dudes, bro. Forget them. They ain't make the cut, bro. It's a wrap for them. Which, it sounds pretty cutthroat, but it is survival of the fittest here. And so I was thinking about this idea of, just, letting the inadequate men just kind of fall to the wayside. And that got me thinking about the idea of hypergamy and how it can actually be good for our society, right? Because with hypergamy, you have the women choosing the top men, which means the top genetics get passed on to the next generation. So if they're only dealing with men who are tall, handsome, good bone structure, smart, wealthy, then the next generation of kids from them would get those good genes. And not only that, if they also have good finances, the kids will be well taken care of, at least from a financial standpoint. And if you look at that on the inverse, if you have women procreating with these ugly, dumb, broke dudes, now you're getting those bad genes getting passed on to the next generation. Add to the fact that the dude ain't got no money to even really take care of those kids, and so it doesn't really work out too good. And all this made me think of Cardi B when she said, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. And all the girls were like, I know that's right. I hated that line. I hated that line. But then I started thinking about hypergamy and how that it's potentially good for our society. So then I was thinking, like, wait, maybe Cardi has a point. Maybe broke dudes don't deserve no coochie. And I understand, like, women, still mess with broke dudes because, he's delivering that demon dong, and because let's be real, that's the only reason a woman would mess with a broke dude is because he dropping that D off, you know what I'm saying? But it's all fun and games until you get pregnant. And then now you got a broke baby daddy. And so now it's a problem, because when it comes time to buy diapers, formula, baby clothes, that shit ain't cheap. And you start going to him, asking him to deliver on those things, and he's going to come up short. And then you're going to realize he ain't about shit. And then that's going to piss you off. That's going to cause stress on the relationship. And now y'all whole relationship is on the brink of destruction. So should broke men truly be off limits to women? Think about it like this, right? If all of women got together and collectively said that we are not going to give sex to broke men, you know what that's going to do? That's going to motivate a lot of guys to get up and get their life together. To start looking for a better job. That's what it's going to do. If you're broke and you getting all the sex that you want, you're not going to be that motivated to really elevate your life, because you already getting plenty of coochie out here. But if the requirement for sex was having a good job or being in a good financial place, now as a man, like, yo, you gotta get your shit together, bro. Because if you don't, then you're not going to get any women. And when we talk about broke, that's kind of subjective, right? Because you can be living check to check, but still have, you know, a small apartment, a car that gets you A to B, and a fridge that got food in it. You get what I'm saying? So you can be maintaining your lifestyle where you got transportation, the roof over your head, and food, but that is still considered broke. And you know, it's real easy to be living check to check out here, especially in this economy. You know, most of us aren't going to live a lavish lifestyle. And a lot of people associate being broke with being lazy, but that's not necessarily true. Like, I can give you a story. It's me and this dude, we both went to college around the same time. We both graduated around the same time. But he ended up making half the money that I'm making. And it wasn't that he didn't try hard or he didn't do good in school. It's because he picked a dumbass major. He picked a job that doesn't pay well. And that's what happens with a lot of people. You know, they strive, they go for their goal, they achieve the job that they want. It just so happens it's not a high paying field. And, you know, if depending on where you live in and how much is rent, you know, you're going to be living check to check after that. And also, not everybody is built to be working STEM fields. Some people are going to work those hard labor jobs, and some of those hard labor jobs pay good, some of them don't. Sometimes dudes get injured on the job, and that can affect their money. And what I'm saying is, these guys are hardworking, good men. Who's to say that they don't deserve sex? Because there's other guys who are making a whole bunch of money and are terrible men, and they damn sure don't deserve no sex, but they still get it. So I did a survey on my Instagram asking people, do broke men deserve sex? And I'll put it on the screen for you. And here was the results. And I shared the results on my Instagram, and a lot of dudes were upset by these results. I mean, this is damn near 50-50. This is about even. A lot of guys were upset by this, but honestly, I wasn't too upset by the results, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because women should be picky when picking a mate. They should be. And the reason for that is because who they choose to procreate with is life changing. Life changing. Listen, you pick a broke dude to procreate with, I'm telling you straight up, those first 5 years with that baby and your broke man, those, I guarantee you, those are going to be about the hardest years of her life right there. Because it is a struggle when you're bringing a new life, and then you have a partner who is unable to step up and take care of you guys. And then on the other side, if you pick a baby daddy who is well off, man, I've seen women come up off of that, right? So if you pick the right person to procreate with, now all of a sudden your stock is boom, is booming. And then you have to think about the fact of you know, having a baby and being broke, the stress it puts on the relationship, which is going to lead to breakups, which leads to more single parent households. And that is what we do not want. I mean, if you even think about, you know, going back to the old days, you know, the women are going to pick the biggest, strongest dude because it's all about survival. They're looking who's going to be the best hunter, right? Because whoever the best hunter is, oh yeah, we gonna eat. Me and my kids, we gonna eat because he's the best hunter. And so now you know, the modern version of that is who got the best job. And so it makes sense. Even statistically speaking, procreating with broke men is bad for our society. Because at that point, we're literally growing the poverty rate. We got to spend more money on welfare. Not to mention, you know, those kids are going to struggle in life because they're not well financially taken care of. It's just not a good picture. So I'm not going to say that broke men don't deserve coochie. But what I will say that if I was a woman, I'm avoiding broke dudes as much as possible. And I know that, you know, them broke dudes be, you know, they be dropping off that demon dong. But, you know, even if you were to mess with him on that capacity, for God's sake, don't get pregnant by him. Make sure he got a condom on, you on the pill or whatever. Because if you out here procreating with broke dudes, you just gonna make your life that much worse. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you thought of the video. What points did you agree with? What points did you disagree with? Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you got anything out of this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.